It is my honor to declare this convocation officially convened. Please take your seats and rest comfortably in the new bleacher seats in the Jack Simpson Gymnasium. Way better than the last time you might have been sitting in those seats. Good morning, everyone, and welcome. My name is Deborah Yedlin, and I am the Chancellor of the University of Calgary. So like every flight that we get on these days, we're going to start with a safety briefing. In the event of a fire alarm, please remain seated while we investigate. If an evacuation is required, we ask that you follow the instructions of the ushers and the marshals to the nearest stairwell and exit the building. Emergency exits are located on the upper track level behind me on the north wall and also at the court level. Life vests are under your seats. You can also exit the gymnasium on the upper level at the southwest corner, and if family and friends get a little too excited about the proceedings today, oxygen masks will drop from the ceiling. Acknowledging our history and traditional lands is an important step towards reconciliation with Indigenous peoples. Today we are gathered together on the traditional territories of the people of the Treaty 7 region in southern Alberta, which includes the Blackfoot Confederacy, comprising the Siksika, Piikani, and Kainai First Nations, as well as the Tsuut'ina First Nation and the Stoney Nakoda, including the Chiniki, Bearspaw, and Wesley First Nations. The City of Calgary is also home to Métis Nation of Alberta, Region 3. I would also like to note that the University of Calgary is situated on land adjacent to where the Bow River meets the Elbow River, and that the traditional Blackfoot name of this place is Mohkinstsis, which we now call the City of Calgary. It's a pleasure to welcome today's graduates who sit before me, along with your family and friends, to this afternoon's convocation ceremony. This morning's convocation ceremony. University President and Vice Chancellor Dr. Ed McCauley and I are pleased to welcome honorary degree recipients Diane and Doug Hunter. And I'm also pleased to welcome Jill Wyatt, Chair of the University of Calgary Board of Governors, members of our Board of Governors, university senators, Dr. Drew Marshall, University of Calgary Provost and Vice President Academic, members of our senior leadership team, Jessica Revington, Students' Union President, executive members of our Students' Union and Graduate Students' Association. Welcome past Board of Governors Chair and honorary degree recipient Dick Haskane. A warm welcome to Chancellor Emeritus Bill Warren and President Emeritus Terry White, as well as past honorary degree recipient Frances Wright, and also welcome to our distinguished graduate, Kara Wolf. A special welcome to professors and staff from the Haskayne School of Business and Faculty of Graduate Studies. It is incredible to be here with all of you today for this important milestone. I know some of you here might be here under duress. Your parents made you come to your own convocation. Imagine. But it is incredibly important for you to be here to mark this pivotal milestone which represents your individual journeys. And being here with your families also acknowledges that they were part of your journey. Take a moment and wave to your friends and family in the bleachers who are here today and who helped you along the way. Your degrees represent the culmination of years of hard work. For some, the words of Winston Churchill might come to mind: blood, toil, tears, and sweat. So therefore, it is a time to celebrate and acknowledge your achievements. Today, it is all about you. Graduates, you are equipped with an education that will hold its own wherever you find yourselves as you embark on your respective journeys. Business is close to my being. For 20 years, I wrote about the nexus of business and politics, chronicling events, both good and bad. And before that, I was an investment banker, working on IPOs, financings, and mergers and acquisitions. The world of business that all of you are entering, and that some of you may have already been a part of, has changed dramatically in the last 30 years. When I started as an investment banker, we used something called a quotron to watch the markets and find press releases, and an HP 12C calculator to do our financial modeling. Microsoft had gone public a year before I started working at Goldman Sachs, and there were no Excel spreadsheets. There were no smartphones or email. There were boundaries between work and home. Sometimes you stayed at the office all night, but when you left, you left. The business model was one of vertical and horizontal integration. Control as much as possible so you can control costs and culture. Technology has changed so much. Technology means there are no boundaries. Technology means the aggregated business model isn't the only way to grow a business. Technology has changed how capital markets function, for better and for worse. Technology means how we collaborate has changed. Technology means we have an energy sector that is more competitive than ever, and is set to become even more of a force as digitization continues. Today, it's about collisions, collaborations, critical thinking, being an entrepreneur, even within a big company. But from the market crash in 1987 to the financial crisis in 2008 and the collapse in oil prices in 2014, there is a common theme, and that would be the importance of ethical leadership, good governance, and strong corporate culture. Honesty, fairness, self-regulation, and respect are traits critical to being an ethical leader. In a world where traditional lines are continuously being blurred, governance needs to be strong and principled. And without a strong corporate culture, companies struggle to manage through difficult times. The namesake of the Haskayne School of Business, Dick Haskayne, personifies these traits. Whether as president of Hudson's Bay Oil and Gas or chairman of TransCanada, Dick has always led with integrity, with his eyes fixed on what lay ahead, and always remembering the importance of community through philanthropy. As Haskayne grads, you will carry those values with you. And to our graduate students, I know how hard you've worked and the time and effort that is needed to pursue your graduate work and take your education to a higher level. Graduate work requires passion, curiosity, and tenacity. My mom was a professor at the University of Alberta, and I've been recently going through all her papers. I found many relating to her academic journey, to getting her PhD in 1968 when she was 47. Drafts of her thesis, letters from professors in support of her studies, her notes invariably written on 8.5 by 11 yellow sheets of paper, and bibliography on index cards, hundreds of index cards. There is no hiding the fact it was a consuming time, but she was passionate about her subject matter. She was curious and she was tenacious, and she retired as Professor Emerita in 1996. Be proud of what you've accomplished and the possibilities that lie ahead with your education. Part of education is about asking questions and seeking answers, and learning through that process. The whys, the hows, and the what-ifs have no limits in any discipline. To each of you graduating today, regardless of your specialization, those two simple words carry with them the tremendous potential of setting you on a path to better understand an issue or problem and where the solutions might lie. I remember my accounting professor asking us about two things in our first accounting class in my MBA program. Two questions, she said. Who are the users and what are their needs? I thought it was all about debits and credits, but she said, no, think about things in those simple terms, and those simple terms have been applied many ways throughout my career. Your education is your ticket to an exciting future, and how you use it is what matters. Don't feel constrained by the letters in your degree. And despite what you feel right now, there is no rush. Sometimes finding the sweet spot of where you really want to be takes time. Indeed, a new book called Range, Why Generalists Triumph in a Specialized World, argues for the importance of being exposed to a broad array of experiences, which will help make for better career decisions and foster innovation and creativity. Taking the time to broaden your respective horizons and find your strengths and your passion is good for your future. There is no rush. And in fact, when I was young and a whole lot more impatient than I am today, my dad would often tell me a story from the Talmud about a man walking to Jerusalem and reaching a fork in the road. He asks a man standing at that fork, which way should I go? And the man says, if you take the road on the left, it is the short road that is long. But if you take the road on the right, it is the long road that is short. I went from a BA in English and economics to Wall Street, to Bay Street, to journalism, to where I stand today. So you could say, I did take that long road too. So to the graduates of the University of Calgary's class of 2019, enjoy the journey, don't be afraid to take the long road, and congratulations. And I would now like to invite President and Vice Chancellor Ed McCauley to come forward and address Convocation.
Thank you, Chancellor Yedlin, and hello, everyone. I'm absolutely delighted to welcome all of you to Convocation 2019. This is the exclamation point at the end of an exciting academic year. It's a celebration of all of the hard work and dedication shown by our students throughout their learning experience. Most importantly, it's a chance to look towards the future. The graduates who will walk across this stage today are extraordinary. They are the leaders and innovators that our world needs most right now. And they are the reason for everything we do at the University of Calgary. Graduates, we are so proud of you. Congratulations to the class of 2019. I also want to join Chancellor Yedlin in welcoming the people who have made this convocation that much more special. Honorary degree recipients and incredible champions of our university, Doug and Diane Hunter. Distinguished graduate, Carol Wolfe, and of course, all of the family and friends who have supported our students throughout their academic journey. In fact, it's this wonderful community, the reason why the University of Calgary is achieving its status as a great university. Great universities transform lives for the better. We exist to create a positive impact in society. The knowledge we create and the solutions we offer all come back to this commitment. And our impact starts right here, right now, on our campuses, in the experiences that we provide our students. This includes opportunities to learn from some of the best in the field, to conduct research, to explore new forms of creativity and bold innovations. This is also about opportunities to study abroad, collaborate with peers, help people in need, and so much more. The best university experience is one that empowers our students to grow in all aspects of life. And this empowerment is our investment in the success not only as learners, but as good leaders and caring citizens. The University of Calgary is home to many people who contribute to this type of student experience, and I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge them. If I can ask all of you to please stand where you are and remain standing, could the faculty and staff of the University of Calgary, both on the podium and in the audience, please stand so that we can recognize you. I'd also like to ask members of our Board of Governors and Senate and Chancellors past and present, could you please stand? Thank you. Please be seated. I mentioned that this graduating class represents the leaders who will change the world for the better. How do I know this? Well, because the incredibly talented students in this gymnasium have actually already done it. You're already leaders. You stepped up to tough challenges, taken the initiative, and made a difference in our community in so many ways. I'd like to share just two examples. Natasha Valley graduates today with an MBA from the Haskayne School of Business. Natasha, could you stand up or give us a wave? Natasha also holds a degree in chemical engineering from our university, and she led a rewarding career in this field before returning to pursue her MBA. This latest degree offered a new avenue for Natasha to build her skills as an entrepreneur. She is the mother of 2 young children and the founder of a unique business called Moms Backing Moms. Drawing on her own experiences, Natasha recognized an important opportunity to help new mothers who are entrepreneurs. Her business offers strategic consulting on business plans and marketing, along with a platform to connect this unique community. Natasha has made the most of her MBA to advance her entrepreneurial leadership, and she has exciting paths ahead. Congratulations, Natasha. Nick Gola graduates today with a Bachelor of Commerce. Nick, could you stand up and give us a wave? He also graduates with a collection of friends for life. He is just one of 2 students here from Slovenia, and he has forged many wonderful friendships during his time at our university. Nick served in multiple leadership roles for the Haskayne Student Association and as a faculty representative on the Students' Legislative Council. He represented our university with distinction in case competitions like JDC West, which is modeled off after the Jeu de Commerce, and the RSM Star Case Competition in Rotterdam, Netherlands. The RSM Star Case Competition has 12 teams from top business schools worldwide to compete with each other by presenting their solutions to real-life business cases. And at every opportunity, Nick encouraged his fellow students as an enthusiastic mentor, coach, and friend. Today, Nick is joined by family who have traveled from Europe to celebrate. Several are actually visiting our city for the first time, and welcome. Nick also looks forward to the start of his career at Deloitte in Calgary, where he will continue to enrich our community through his leadership, his mentorship, and his friendship. Congratulations, Nick. There are numerous other stories sitting in front of me of leadership from this graduating class, and I wish I had time here today to share all of them with you, because these stories demonstrate the extraordinary achievements of our students. You've shown that good leaders are defined by their actions, their willingness to listen to others, to think critically, show accountability, and to apply their skills for the benefit of society. And it's through your continued leadership that the University of Calgary creates its ultimate impact in the world. Graduates, you are the best ambassadors for our university. And this graduation is just the beginning. You have an amazing journey ahead of you. At each step of the way, please remember that you are not alone. As you Calgary alumni, you become part of a family of leaders who are over 180,000 strong. And these alumni, like you, care about impact. They care about finding solutions and improving lives here in our city, our country, and across the world. So many of you have shown this commitment throughout your student experience, and you are leading the way to a positive future. And wherever your path takes you next, I know that you will go far. Congratulations. I would now like to introduce Patrick Finn, our university orator, who will deliver the citation for our honorary degree recipients.
Diane and Doug Hunter, please stand. Convocation is a celebration built on a paradox. Each graduate receives parchment bearing their name, then hears that name read aloud. It is a moment of great personal achievement, yet within it is a lesson that to achieve true greatness, we need others who make us better. Diane and Doug Hunter are perfect models of this magic formula. Each is exceptional, yet together they found a way to be greater than the sum of their parts. They offer us a powerful example of personal achievement that extends to all aspects of life. Both built their lives from the ground up and continue to find new ways to grow and give back. Diane trained at the University of Calgary and became a public school teacher, an instructor and counselor at Mount Royal University, and was elected to consecutive terms on Calgary City Council representing Ward 14 before becoming the founder and president of Tempura Developments. As her career developed, so too did her participation on boards, community organizations, and volunteer associations dedicated to serving our city. Doug studied at the University of Alberta and the California Institute of Technology before founding Blue Sky Oil and Gas and Petromark Minerals Limited. As his companies grew, so did his appointments to boards and an expanding leadership role in international energy companies. From the beginning, he invested in junior oil and gas companies, helping others take the path he had followed. Like Diane, he also took an active interest in our community. Each has achieved more than most dream of in their careers, but there is much more to their story. Their public service began early and saw them take a leadership role in Calgary's 1988 Olympic Games. And like their personal achievements, their partnership has also grown constantly. The Hunter Family Foundation, established in 1984, has become one of the most important philanthropic organizations in our country. Through university scholarships and support for human performance research, they have helped students at the University of Calgary achieve much more than they could on their own. By establishing the Hunter Center for Entrepreneurship and the Hunter Hub, they have also helped guide the university into a new era of personal and societal engagement. Whether serving Calgarians on City Council, investing in eager young business people, or in students, the Hunters model success by sending the message that they believe in your ability to achieve more than you think is possible. Eminent Chancellor, I present to you Diane and Doug Hunter, two of our city's most influential citizens as individuals who as a couple remind us that the greatest investment we can make is in the potential of one another. On behalf of the Senate and the University of Calgary, I invite you to invest them with the degree Doctor of Laws, honoris causa.
Thanks. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. I admit you, the Diane Hunter, to the degree Doctor of Laws, honoris causa. And I admit you, H. Douglas Hunter, to the degree Doctor of Laws, honoris causa, and grant you all the rights and privileges, powers and responsibilities pertaining to this degree. Congratulations.
Thank you, Patrick Finn, for the kind remarks. And a warm welcome to all of you graduates sitting out there wondering if I can say something interesting, if not inspiring. All of you receiving BCom degrees would have taken the NT 317 course in your second year. And all of you receiving MBAs would have taken the NT 601 course. So I want to talk to you about my journey to entrepreneurial thinking. When I graduated from Caltech with a master's degree in mechanical engineering, I don't think I had ever heard the word entrepreneur. But after working for a large engineering firm for 1 year, I knew there was something better for me. I joined a small oil and gas consulting company in Calgary. I was the fourth employee, and that is where I was first exposed to entrepreneurship in real life. After a few years there, I started my own one-man consulting firm where I was the only one responsible for my paycheck. But in this role, you were paid by the hour. I knew that consulting was only a means to an end. I wanted to build up assets that would work for us 24/7, such as interest in oil and gas wells. In 1972, my geologist partner and I initiated the first economic natural gas development of the Blue Sky Gething Formation in northwest Alberta, and on which we had a gross overriding royalty. And that established some income stream for us 24/7. Then in early 1974, we decided to start a junior oil and gas company. That was at the time of the first OPEC confrontation, where OPEC was restricting oil production. Our timing was not good. But we went ahead anyway and started Blue Sky Oil and Gas with a total investment of $283,000, raised from ourselves, family, and friends. Fortunately, we met a young German who was raising German drilling funds to invest in North America. With his financial support, Blue Sky grew significantly, and after several iterations, is now part of Enerplus. Why am I giving you this history? It is to show that a guy like me, who didn't know what an entrepreneur was when I left university, can learn about it, create some ideas, and take advantage of the opportunities. I want to emphasize, however, that I could not have done this without the full support and encouragement of Diane. Most importantly, she allowed me to try things and allowed me to fail, as some failure is inevitable. She was with me every step of the way. Over the years, I've been involved in creating many companies, both public and private, and we have had some financial success. So in 2000, we did a major estate plan where we split our corporate assets into two. Half went to Blue Sky Equities, which would be the legacy family company, and half went to RFM Capital, which is to support the Hunter Family Foundation. You must have heard of the Giving Pledge, started by Bill Gates and Warren Buffett, where they donated half of their fortunes to philanthropy during their lifetime and convinced their wealthy friends to do likewise. I'd like to say that we beat them by a decade. So in 2013, this led us to commit to be the primary funders of the Hunter Center for Entrepreneurship and Innovation, and in 2017, for the Hunter Hub for Entrepreneurial Thinking. Entrepreneurship and innovation mean more than just starting a business. It is about attitude and mindset, and being able to recognize opportunities, embrace the challenges, and create something of value. It is about asking why and finding a new and better answer. It can be applied to small and large companies, and even in government if the culture is right. Indeed, it can be applied to all areas of human activity. So as you embark on the next stage of your lives, I encourage you to maintain an entrepreneurial mindset and to look at problems from that perspective. And don't be afraid to fail. We learn from our failures too and grow from them. Thank you.
and I have learned a little more that I would like to share with you. Be open-minded, and adaptable. The world of jobs is changing. It's unlikely that you're going to have the same job you first start out with throughout your work life. It's also quite likely that many of those jobs and careers don't exist at this time of life. You've been trained by a great faculty and with the best tools known today. But are you ready for your future and what it may require? This is why entrepreneurial thinking is so important for you. This and your ability to take a calculated risk along your work path will provide you with the basic understanding of how to maintain a productive and fulfilling career. And surprise, learning doesn't stop here. Plan to continue learning along the whole of your lifelong period in the field. You need to become a hybrid professional. There will be new and emerging skill sets, many of which we don't even know yet. And lifelong learning is how you will achieve. Soft skills are increasingly important nowadays. In the workplace and in anywhere in your future, regardless of what you do. Things like a strong, intuitive sense, a creative flair, productivity, and a positive attitude will set you apart. Communication skills and the ability to work as part of a team are immensely important. And remember this, you are unique. Always say yes to as much as you can. This will move you out of your comfort zone and force you to learn rapidly and perform at your peak. It can cause massive successes. Be careful. As my reputation and for hard work and ability got around, I was sought out by headhunters to sit on boards. It led to an involvement on the boards of directors, boards of various kinds that I knew very little about. In 1983, became one of the boards I was most proud of. It was becoming a director of the '88 Olympic Winter Games, serving on the finance committee and in charge of the opening and closing ceremonies. But I really saw my main job to be ensuring that we didn't create a deficit for Calgary. In 1989, I was invited to join with 6 remarkable older gentlemen to take over the development of the Calgary Airport, and we called it the Calgary Airport Authority, from management over to local control. I was asked to study the environmental issues as one of these 7 people that did this remarkable transfer. My responsibility was environmental issues, of which I knew nothing. This type of business entails several risks to the environment through fuel spills and underground tanks. I was given the task of making sure that the environmental policies that were going to be negotiated with the feds were fair to us. And I became a director of a bank. I can't even balance my own checkbook. And a member and vice chairman of the Calgary Police Commission, and many other fascinating and amazing experiences. I remember saying to Doug, but I don't know anything about banks, about operating an airport, and about winter sports. But Doug always countered with, you can do this, and it'll be so interesting. He was right. I learned from the experienced board members and the staff in all of those areas that I worked. and most of that I learned was transportable to other business situations. And this brings me to the most important lesson that I have learned, most important of all. Choose your life partner well, really well. You need a partner who will support and encourage you, a person who cares about you and your success as much as their own. Maintaining a good partnership over the years isn't easy. It takes hard work and a deep commitment. Well, I guess all this goes to show that you don't need to be limited by what you study if you believe in yourself. Have a can-do attitude and use the principles of entrepreneurial thinking. With my degrees in psychology and sociology, I have done remarkable things. You have a head start on me, though. With your knowledge of business principles, that will take you a long ways. And though, as has been said before, you may want to take a turn in the road and try different things, always following your dream. You can do whatever you want to do. Maybe not all today, but I know that if I can achieve it, you can do it. We want to thank you all. This has been a very great honor for Doug and I, and we are truly humbled to be recognized in this way. Thank you all.
Okay. Thank you, Diane and Doug, for your words about what it takes to be an entrepreneur and the importance of being an entrepreneurial thinker. You're right, it goes beyond starting a business, that it is about attitude and mindset, and I would add unfailing optimism and the ability to recover from failure. It also means the courage to think differently. Just as important is your encouragement to our graduates to keep stretching their boundaries, to be open to taking risks, and for the importance, you could say, the increased importance of the soft skills in a world increasingly dominated by technology. And I think, Diane, you might have just coined a new phrase, hybrid professional, lifelong learning. I think that's something we're all going to take away with. So thank you on behalf of all of us today for your thoughtful and inspiring convocation address and for your unfailing generosity of spirit that you've shown to the University of Calgary and to this city. Thank you.
Graduates, can you please stand? Eminent Chancellor and President, on behalf of the faculties of the university, I present these graduates and those in the convocation program who are not able to be at this ceremony, and I ask that they be pledged and admitted to the University of Calgary degrees that they have earned.
As a graduate of this university, you join a worldwide kinship of educated persons who have earned opportunities and responsibilities of leadership and service in their chosen communities. To recognize this affinity, we invite each graduate to stand and join with the thousands who have gone before in making the University of Calgary's pledge. The pledge is not an oath, but is a solemn expression of your intention to apply your learning and experience positively for the widest benefit. I invite all past graduates of the University of Calgary on the stage or in the audience to stand and support these newest University of Calgary alumni by also standing and affirming a graduate's obligations and ideals. Could I ask our former graduates to please stand? It is now my pleasure to introduce our distinguished graduate, Kara Wolf, to lead the graduate pledge. Kara completed both her Bachelor of Commerce and her MBA at the Haskayne School of Business. She holds an Executive Certified Management Consultant designation, and she's an accomplished serial entrepreneur. Kara actually founded 2 of her own firms while she was still attending school. As the founder and CEO of Amylite Strategies, Kara guides business ventures related to technology innovation. And as a recognized thought leader, Kara shares her expertise on the business impact of artificial intelligence and machine learning in numerous capacities. She's also a wonderful supporter and mentor to many of our students and other innovators. Please join me in welcoming Kara Wolf.
Thank you. Graduates, I will now lead you in the graduate pledge on the inside back cover of your program. Please follow along and also read aloud with me. When we finish, you will all say along with me, "This is my pledge." As a graduate of the University of Calgary, wherever my life may take me, I will use my knowledge, experience, and skills to the best of my ability for the well-being of my communities and for the advancement of learning and the public good. I will conduct myself with honesty and integrity, taking responsibility for my actions and respecting the rights, opinions, and dignity of all peoples. I will maintain my competency and keep abreast of developments in my chosen fields. I will strive to better my communities through good citizenship and active participation. I will be a loyal ambassador for my university and will seek to promote its welfare and maintain its reputation. I will honor all who have shared their knowledge with me and will in my turn share my knowledge and experience with those who enter my field or come under my direction. In all my dealings, I will endeavor to be known as a person of honor and repute, ever seeking to earn the peace of good conscience. This is my pledge.
By the authority of the statutes of Alberta and upon the recommendation of our faculties, I admit you to the University of Calgary degrees you've earned and grant you the rights and privileges, powers and responsibilities pertaining to those degrees. Congratulations. That's the official part. Now all you have to do is walk across the stage. Please be seated. Parents and friends, feel free to cheer and or embarrass your graduate as they cross the stage. I have to say, yesterday kinesiology was raucous. So that's your standard.
Good morning. My name is Robin Yates. I'm the Interim Dean and Vice Provost of Graduate Studies. During their time at the University of Calgary, graduate students not only acquire knowledge through their own learning, they distribute knowledge through interactions with the community and industry, and most notably, many of them create new knowledge through original research. Whilst all graduate students are registered at the Faculty of Graduate Studies, their true academic homes is in the Faculty of Study. As such, I'd like to join my colleagues from the Haskayne School of Business to honour the recipients of graduate degrees here today. Eminent Chancellor, by the authority of the Council of Graduate Studies, we have the honour to present the following graduates.
For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Carly Rose Drake. Leila Soleimani. Rong Sun. Nancy Elaine Southen. For the degree of Master of Business Administration, Hassan Aftab. Michael Ailewe Luoha. George Al-Haddad. Zara Amin Alana. Eric Robert Antle. Ryan Raymond Arthur. Jessica Au Young. Annalise Bilik Montiel. Michael Sutherland Bisner for combined program in Master of Business Administration and as Juris Doctor. Adam Blust. Shannon Blythe. Robin Suzanne Boschman. Renee Carol Boyd. Mark McLaurin Campbell. Christopher Paris Chatur. Shuhui Chen. Jishen Chen. Brian Curtis Chow. Blake Clifford Davies. Shelley-Ann Dowse. Nicole Danielle Droziak. Melissa DeRupt. Alexandra Jacqueline Hope Edie. For the degree of Masters of Business Administration, Ahmed Al-Kawani. Brent Fermaniak. David Paul Fushwanger. John Carlos Figueria Carrillo. Andrew Fletcher. Albert Joseph Gates. David Getzlaff. Jyoti Ghosh. Sarah Jane Gingerick. Krista Gail Goranson. Atul Kumar Gupta. Garrett Gordon Hansen. Bo He. Lindsay Hithier. Abbas Hosseini. Stephen Jackson. Lei Gia. Sergios Karatzos. Anna Maria Karzinska. Dean Louis Kennedy. Jonathan William Coland. Stephen Frank Kovacs. Stephanie Lee Christensen. Sarah Ashley Nicole Kolschutsky. John Kwong. Jose Rodolfo Lemus. Kyle Leonard. Adrian Leung. Avalon Liza Lukacs. Jordan Lipchuk. Douglas Stewart McLean. Shannon McNaughton. Lena Macas. Christiana Amelia Manzoko. Marwan Maru. Kimberly Dawn Masker. Suraj Matthews. Imran Atlaf Mavani. Coleman David McFarlane. Ryan McGuffin. Christopher Robert McKay. James Henrik Meany. Ragud Jangar Mirza. Rahid Jangar Mirza. I'm sorry. Danielle Arthur Tyrrell Mills. Lauren Rebecca Ray Mignac. Jason Pierre Moliere. Ajay Mysore Narashima. Neil Naik. Maslin Navari. Brett Christopher Olson. Dinesh Kalavar Pai. Daryl Christopher Power. Mark Edward Power. David Keel Payo. Fai Chien. Guillermo Javier Rivas. Rhonda Jewett. Andrew Arthur Sarsons. Yarema Susana Saudepuche. Colin Andrew Schaller. Colin David Schwong Ki. Mauricio Serrano. Mark Christian Shoesmith. Cynthia Caicedo. For the degree of Master of Business Administration, Christian Lucy Strother. Surya Subronian. Peter Tran. Landra Trevis. Carolyn Triscott. Jason Ulrich. Natasha Mary Valley. Brent Henry Van Dyke. Joshua Lee Veprana. Sean Curtis Vey. Troy Waddell. Darcy Wagner. Richard Henning Wiebach. Michael V. Chowarek. Simon Zak. Yuling Zhang. Ming Zhao. Eminent Chancellor, that is the graduating class of 2019 from the Faculty of Graduate Studies. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Jim DeWald, and I'm very proud to be the Dean of the Haskayne School of Business. Why do students enter a program to learn commerce? Well, this is a question that I actually posed in a survey to all first-year BCom students. I remember this particular group 4 years ago. This particular group, when asked the question, why go to business school, 84% of them said they came to the Haskayne School of Business because they wanted to make a difference in the world. Impressive. In fact, of all the years I've run that survey, it's the highest number. And I recall challenging these fine young people, even taunting them, I dare say, why don't you go into medicine or social work if you really want to make a difference? But undaunted, these fine young people told me that they realize that gaining the skills to lead in business and commerce means gaining the skills to make a difference in the world. Having commerce skills means being able to organize teams. Having commerce skills means being able to command the power of logistics, finance, and technology. Having commerce skills means being able to build a narrative, to present ideas, to combine resources, and to strategize toward a future of prosperity and dignity for many. These graduates will, in time, be able to provide opportunities that will lead to employment, meaning, and purpose for many, many people. Having commerce skills does give them the tools to make a difference. They saw that then, and I see it now. These graduates have worked hard and are now ready to launch their careers. Now it's our time to get behind them and to support them as they start their journey to change the world. But before we launch them, I want everyone here to know that of all the hundreds of similar convocations that are happening across this country right now, these students, these graduates, have been granted special superpowers thanks to the vision and generosity of today's honorary degree recipients, Doug and Diane Hunter. Today's graduates are distinct from all others because every single person has learned the skills of entrepreneurial thinking. They don't just ask why, they ask why not. They seek out what could be. They have the power of their imagination and the skills now to transform those ideas into action. So watch out. And one final thought to all the graduates: as you walk across the stage, you'll be within feet of Drs. Haskane and Drs. Diane and Doug Hunter. Please think about the faith that they have placed in you. Every one of your degrees has Dick Haskane's name on it. He believes in you. And Doug and Diane Hunter, they believe in you. So believe in yourselves and enjoy this privileged walk. Go forth and truly make a difference in the world. I believe in you. Eminent Chancellor, by the authority of the Council of the Haskane School of Business, we have the honor to present the following graduates.
Peter Bull Auger. Kede Akinde. Korade Owapelume Akinde. Gadir Ali Al-Mohammadawe. Monica Alexandru. Nadine Al-Gababi. Allison Julia Allen. Kayvan Amini. Sally An. Matthew Gordon Anderson with distinction. Melvin Ang. Henry O. Tiffany O. Jason Apia. Zara Arif. Shiz'a Asyam. Roman Edmund Asmunson. Dima Awad. Julia Marie Babineau, Combined Program Bachelor's of Arts in Psychology. Chae-Hyun Bae. Ashpreet Badwan.
Irvin Paul Balba. Matthew Brian Roy Baldwin. Anna Dortia Balgadia. Julia Ban. Azwari Bapit with distinction. Karina Bates. Hazel Ann Bazon. Lucas Beams. Sarah Beatty. Nicholas Beck. Adam James Belair with distinction. Laura Bergeson. Dawson Riley Bergman. Rachel Aaron Burchut. Derek Robert Bassett. Lucky Barma. Shaz Birwani with distinction. Patrick Walter Beeler. Philip Ave Belango. Darby J. Bloomfield. Dustin Jeffrey Bodnar with distinction. Olga Bogdanova. Maxim Bulanova. Ryan Michael Boys. Shane Paul Brar. Noah Benjamin Brigden with distinction. Madison Elizabeth Brittner. Katrina Marie Bruce with distinction. Jessica Bowie. Miranda Rose Kasich. Jack Cowett. Sean William Carrick. Paulola Castilla Perez. Andrew Chan. Jackie Chan. Amanda Chow, combined program, Bachelor of Science in Actuarial Science with distinction, Bachelor of Commerce with distinction. Somal Chatha with distinction. Alice Chen. Jim Chen. Karina Chow. Josephine Choi, combined program, Bachelor of Commerce, Bachelor of Arts and Economics. Stephen John Christofferson. Thomas Jason Sikansky. Christian Koragaru Ivan. Graham Andrew Climby. Carolina Conteresa Essa. Hannah Renee Conway with distinction. Nolan Joseph Conway with distinction. Jaden Douglas Cornell. Samuel Court. Chandrima Dada. Rebecca Ann David. Diana Davila. Daniel Marcel D. Bassett. Sorry, Daniel. Cassidy Erica Deaver. Jasmine Da. Parminder Paul Singh Dome with distinction. Eminent Chancellor, I wish to announce that a Bachelor of Commerce degree is being awarded posthumously to Spencer Terrence Dial, and his mother Joanne is with us today to accept the degree. Christopher Thomas Dodge. Ryan William Martin Dole, combined program, Bachelor of Arts in Economics, Bachelor of Commerce. Chantel Dong. Daniel Dong. Nicholas Connor Dooley. Jesse Lane Dernan. Garrett Daniel Edwards. Ty Johannes Eisner. Yusuf El-Fouli. Daria Emani with distinction. O Chuchichaka Marole. Nicole Catherine Enns. Camille Espanol with distinction. Young Tao Andy Fang. Olshay Faranu with distinction. Marin May Ross Fishbrook. Valeria Flores. Patricia Jean Fong with distinction. Valerie Shuru Fong with distinction. ZJ Fontanilla. Agnes Fung. Austin John Ferber. Harshil Nareen Gandhi. Mida Gandhi. Ayrton Giel. Matthew Donovan Giepert. Hamana Gilani. Jagmeet Singh Gill. Cole Joseph Godden with distinction. Nick Gal Golob with distinction. Ana Lucia Gomez Ruiz. Christian Gorkoff. Teresa Carla Golding with distinction. Thank you. Jordan Alexander Grant, combined degree, Bachelor of Arts in Economics, Bachelor of Commerce. Daniel Pascale Greco. June Gu. Chi Wen Jojo Guan. Rogan Gudinger. Shofan Gu. Cynthia Gu. Scott Graham Haig. Gurma Helu. Prince Greg Alabi. Spencer Michael Helen. Selma Haman. Mirabelle Chidera Harris Ize with distinction. Danish Hassan. Daryl Henry Haya. Hatmin Murtaza Harzari. Reed Martin Himzel. Dennis Howe, combined program, Bachelor of Arts in History, Bachelor of Commerce. Jai Huang. Shayu Huang. Garrett Blake Hughes. Maximilian Hum with distinction.
Halina Husseinzada. Victoria Huslaj. Alison Quinn. Michelle Quinn. Sokchu Huang. Tane Ibe. Donald Ibo. Bobber Ilchi. Carter Illing. Athena Ivziku. Katrina Jablowski. Grant Jackson. Vanininda Jawananda. Scott Johnson. Nishant Joshi. Shrinkala Kapoor. Mi Ho Long. Nicholas Shung. Amira Kachiri. Summer Kamel. Sohib Karmali. Thomas Kemp. Stephanie Ka. Samir Khalil. Karminjit Singh Kamala. Osama Khan. Samira Kardiri. Lee Yilma Kidan. Alan Kirby. I'm sorry, I didn't get Vanessa Kirchenberger, combined degree with a Bachelor of Science, Computer Science. Katharina Kisilva. Sean Caruth. Kayla Kritzer. Zoe Kritzer. Dominic Creel. Michelle Kwan. Mitchell Kwan. Soren Kwasny. Joni Kwok. Jordan La. Lucas Laberkane. Christian Ladores, combined program with the Bachelor of Arts in International Business. Aaron Lang, combined program with the Bachelor of Science in Geophysics. Alvin Nao Lee, with distinction. Ariana Oleta. Carol Chiachi. Christina Lee. Enuso Lee. Frederick Lee. Gina Lee. Mitchell Lee. Vivian Lee. John Lear. Carly Little. Janessa Leung. Brian Leung. Bruce Levy. Anna Lee. Derek Lee. Jaewon Lee. Myron Lee. With distinction. Sikwi Lee. Christina Lin. Jana Lin. Alice Liu. Sorry. Caitlin Liu. Ziling Lao. Vivian Lowe, with distinction. John Loberg. Nolan Logan. Benjamin Lokerst. Jingwen Liu, combined program with the Bachelor of Science, Actuarial Science. Edward Lobimov. Jun Luo. Luke Lomer. Vicky Liu. Andrew Lee. Cindy Lee. Isaac Ma. Abbas Madni. Darcy Maganowski. David Mack with distinction. Montaj Malkana with distinction. Nico Mancina with distinction. Mackenzie Manti with distinction. Gabriela Marcil. Carlos Maredo Riley. Javad Marsban. Justin McGaw. Matthew McGinn. Christina McGurr. Sarah Mazaros. James Mills, combined program with a Bachelor of Science, Computer Science. Kyra Miranda. Paula Miranda Turiago. Camilo Montanez. Catherine Moore, combined program with a Bachelor of Kinesiology. Avi Motov, with distinction. Eli Motov. Hatif Nakivi. Aaron Nesser, with distinction. Alexander Newman. Nermeen Mercred. Darren Murray, with distinction. Shona Murray, with distinction. Joshua Musa, with distinction. Erica Narfason. Lisa Ng. Karen Ngo. Victoria Ngo. Jessica Nguyen, combined program with a Bachelor of Kinesiology. Kai Nguyen. Jason Ding Nguyen. Stephen Twang Dui Nguyen. Kentaro Nishikawa. Paige Nixon. With distinction. Alicia Nordin. Lisa Norman, with distinction. Joey Nuevo, with distinction. Haley O'Donnell. Matthew Overdest, combined program with a Bachelor of Arts in International Business. Naimisha Pubaraju. Chantal Palmer, combined program, Bachelor of Arts in Sociology with distinction. Sebastian Palencia. Christina Pauli. Elisa Palmai. Joey Mapatmat with distinction. Duncan Perdot. Madison Parisienne. Min Sung Park.
Jessica Caitlin Patel. Aiden James Peacock with distinction. Benjamin King Peterson. Benjamin Marcus Petros with distinction. Daniel Pham. Peru Pongsuan. Siuen Cho. Hayden Ross Quinn. Laura Tatiana Quiros. Bilal Qureshi. Hassan Ahmad Qureshi. Harpreet Kaur Ray, also with a Bachelor of Arts in Law and Society. Aziz Ahmed Raj. Nidhi Rajada. Kenya Anker Rasmussen with distinction. Kevin George Redding with distinction. Sabi Raymond. Iris Bailey Richards with a Bachelor of Arts in Italian Studies in addition to Commerce, both with distinction. Kanhi Rim. Anam Rizvi. Syed Mohammed Hassan Rizvi. Kayla Arlene Ellen Rody. Stephanie Christina Ragito. Marissa Ann Rogevin with a combined degree, Bachelor of Commerce, Fine Arts in Drama, both with distinction. Megan Eva Rami. Graham David Rudenek. Sven Schmucky. Sarit Ruprai. Jasleen Kaur Sahota with distinction. Ravinder Singh Sahota. Victor Sai San. Ryan Singh Sandhu. Jared Todd Sanquist with distinction. Cav Kumar with distinction. John-Luc Wyatt Sauvé. Madison Ann Walsh-Savalo, also with a degree in Sociology Honors. Lars Schluter. Kendall Elizabeth Scott with distinction. Jennifer Ann Screen. Andrew Parker Sidori. Tegan Ronald Chandro. Carly Marie Shaw. Brady Larry Shumlik. Aisha Zafar Siddiq. Simran Sidhu. Brandon Kawasu, also with degree in computer science. Rafael Armando Silva with distinction. Anthony Daniel Sim. Brooke Nicole Single. Courtney Lynn Scow. Andrew Richard Smith. Jasmine Jelana Monique Smith. Vienna So. Nadia Sokolova. Martin John Sosa. Samuel Mackenzie Spackman with distinction. Lucas Mitchell Sparrow with distinction. Richard Thomas Robert Sparvier. Juliana Quinn Stallard with distinction. Ashley Page Stemler. Kennedy LeRae Stoker with distinction. Samuel Isaac Stucken. Aleem Hussein Sulman with distinction. Lucas Daniel Sutherland, also with a degree, Bachelor of Science in Geology, both with distinction. Mackenzie Angela Simons. Erin C. Celine Tang. Cheryl Tan. Christina Carmen Tang with distinction. Taylor Hugh Kirkland. Julianne Cherchneva. Felicia Marie Temple. Dason Tiara with distinction. Paige Taylor Thiessen. Taylor Thorne, with distinction. Marianne Kate Toonmarath, also with a degree in psychology. Celeste Minna Tim. Ivy Tran, with distinction. Lana Nyok Tran. Loy Mai Tran, with distinction. Cole Henshaw Trifonov. Parth Nikhil Kumar Trivedi. Jesse Michael Alexander Trofin. Kanyak Trong, with distinction. T.T. Trong. Tsui Hui Singh, with distinction. Sanchit Apal. Azka Noor O'Kaley. Jenna Mylan Venroyen, with distinction. Kareem Ashraf Ali Velji. Sophia Vizil. Jacob Waldner. Tankyu Wang. Yuqing Wang. Amal Wasim. Simone Nicole Whaling, with distinction. Grace Way. Diane Wells, with distinction. Kate Wellner. Jane Marie Westland. Nashara Wajel Telke. Jeffrey William Wildman. Noah Perry Wilkie, with distinction. Braden Taylor Willerton. Andrea Williamson, with distinction. Brody James Wilson, with distinction. Lance Alexander Wilson, with distinction. Nope. Zachary Robert Ernest Woolman. Karen Wong. Madison Winifred Wong, with distinction. Sydney Fiona Wong. Jungwoo Wu. Jessica Ann Woolley, with distinction. Timothy Jacob Worthington. Chunyi Wu. Jessica Wu, also graduating with a Bachelor of Arts in Psychology. Peishing Ji. Kevin Yaholnitsky, with distinction. Nazrat Yasmin. Hunter William Young. Adnan Yunus. Nathan Ewan. Grace Zhang. Jinwei Zhang, with distinction. Chanwen Zhang. Rebecca Zhang, with distinction. Daniil Zigatov, also with a degree, Bachelor of Arts in Economics, both with distinction. Dong Zhu. Anton Alexander Zmushka. Sujit Kaur Dada. Roman Vasilev. Eminent Chancellor, that is the graduating class of 2019 from the Haskayne School of Business.
Well, congratulations, graduates. We are now at the stage of the program where we recognize and honor graduates for special recognition, those who have done well enough in their studies that they're singled out as a medal winner. The details of the medals that we're awarding at this ceremony are on page 52 of your Convocation program. Eminent Chancellor and President, it's my honor to present to you, the Platform Party graduates, and everybody assembled here today, the following medal winners. The winner of the Haskayne School of Business Gold Medal and the Haskayne School of Business Silver Medallion is Christina Tang. Born in Vancouver, Christina moved to Alberta at a young age and is very much a Calgarian at heart. Christina was a proud member of Haskayne's ICBC team and served as the VP Communications for the Universities of Calgary Moot Court Society. Having received numerous awards during her studies, including the Chancellor's Club Scholarship, Christina seeks to give back to the local community. Over the course of her 4 years, she has spearheaded the Amazing Race U Calgary fundraiser for the Ronald McDonald House, volunteered as a consultant for local startups, and mentored new transfer students through International Student Services. Christina is excited to begin law school at Queen's University this coming fall, and she is graduating with a cumulative 3.99 GPA. Congratulations, Christina. The winner of the FEI Silver Medallion is Alim Suleiman. The winner of the Silver Medallion in Accounting is Jessica Woolley. The winner of the Silver Medallion in Business Technology Management is Valerie Fong. The winner of the Silver Medallion in Entrepreneurship and Innovation is Matthew McGinn. The winner of the Silver Medallion in Marketing is Grant Jackson. The winner of the Silver Medallion in Operations Management is Bailey Richards. Are you Aaron? Okay. The winner of the Silver Medallion in Petroleum Land Management is Aaron Lang. The winner of the Silver Medallion in Risk Management and Insurance is Kevin Yaholnitsky. And the winner of the Silver Medallion in Supply Chain Management is Lance Wilson. And one last piece. I'd like to thank our inspirational Chancellor and President for leading us through a full week and their first full week of Convocation.
Okay, my feet are sore, I'll admit it. Thank you to all of you for attending this convocation ceremony and supporting our graduates. It's been a pleasure to see such accomplished people across this stage, and I'm just quite taken by this phrase by Dean DeWald about superpowers. So I have a message to all the young women who've graduated today. Use your superpowers to break the glass ceiling. And all the young men who graduated with them, you have to help. Okay? Thank you to our esteemed Faculty of Graduate Studies and the Haskayne School of Business. Congratulations to our honorary degree recipients, Diane and Doug Hunter, who have provided tremendous and impactful support for the university. We are truly blessed to have you as part of our UCalgary family, and we are so grateful for all that you've done for the university and for the community. Through your generosity, Diane and Doug are fostering the next generation of entrepreneurs and critical thinkers who will make a difference in both the business community and the community at large. They have given and continue to give both time and treasure, supporting the next generation of entrepreneurs who will shape this city and this province. They have led by example, by giving back to the community, and we have seen the difference it has made and will continue to make. It is truly an honor to recognize such deserving individuals who have made such a difference that will translate from this generation to the next and beyond. Thank you. Congratulations again to our medal winners, Christina, Aleem, Jessica, Valerie, Matthew, Grant Jackson, Iris, Aaron, Kevin, and Lance. Our convocation ceremony was accompanied by music thanks to some very talented individuals. Thank you to Alf Miller, our piper, who has piped us in all week, and today his piece was called, he wanted me to mention it, it's called At Long Last, and it was composed by an individual in Toronto. Elder Rod Hunter, who performed the honor song with various people this week, including the Haskayne School's own David Lertzman. Joelle Welling for performing the national anthem, and the Sidewinders for providing their excellent music. A special thank you to all the staff, faculty, and volunteers who have worked so hard behind the scenes to make today's convocation ceremony unfold smoothly. To our graduates, throughout this ceremony, we have recognized your years of dedication and commitment to your studies and extracurricular activities. You've worked hard, and we're proud of all that you've accomplished. Today is a day of celebration. Don't forget to take those photos. Don't rush out too quickly. Cherish the memories. And you have made it. You've done it. You're now officially University of Calgary graduates. It's a distinction you will carry with you for the rest of your lives. And as Diane Hunter mentioned, lifelong learning is very important, so you can always come back for more. One housekeeping note before we depart. I would like to ask the graduates to please exit from the floor, up the bleacher stairs to the track level, after the academic and platform parties make their way to the back of the gym. All audience guests, please remain in your seats until the procession is over, and you may then join your graduates upstairs. I declare this convocation closed. Please stand for the departure of our processions.